We are back with another week, another fabulous week of juicy entertainment news. Mike, as you're aware, there's quite a bit to talk about this week.
Absolutely.
So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. More delays in the gaming world, which is nothing new at this point. Deathloop has been delayed again. This game has been delayed multiple times, which is also nothing new in the gaming industry for a game to be delayed multiple times. Now it's coming out in September the 14th, supposedly, and it's going to be coming to both PC and PS5. So why it's listed as an exclusive is beyond me. They have these crazy ass terms in the gaming industry where it's like they have different types of exclusives, they have timed exclusives, they got console exclusives, So I guess this would be like a console exclusive, but it's not really an exclusive if it's coming to PC.
All right.
I mean, but anyway, that's thoughts about this, Mike.
Yeah, like you said, it's no surprise. If you've been gaming for a long time, you're gonna see all the games getting delayed, just like this one. Uh, can't say I care too much for this game though, especially after everything we've seen.
Yeah,
It sucks for the fans that are probably looking forward to it though, but yeah, you know how it goes.
Deathloop looks fucking terrible.
Uh,
I mean, I wouldn't say it looks terrible as much as it looks rehashed and regurgitated.
yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it before. It's called Dishonored. So yeah, I can't say I care too much either. I actually wasn't planning on buying this game at all. So they can delay it to 2027 for all I care.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Warner Brothers Media. The boss has confirmed that every movie that's a Warner Brothers movie, Warner Media movie is coming out in theaters first before streaming next year in 2022. Unlike this year where movies are coming out, day and date. Their theatrical release, you can also stream them on HBO Max. Warner Brothers movies, anyway. So yeah, that's a bit of a change.
Yeah, that is.
Now, recently, Godzilla versus Kong has proven to be a major success in the box office. A lot of people went out to the theater to go see that movie.
Good.
Yeah, so that's opening the theater chain back up. But I don't think it's going to last personally. I think the major one is going to be Black Widow, and later this year, Marvel's the Eternals.
Hmm.
I'd say if those prove to be a success at the theater, then maybe movie theaters will be back on their feet. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna take one movie's success as oh, theaters are now doing well.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a little bit more than that to me. Um, I'm not sure what what your thoughts are on this.
Well, I'm glad that they are putting it on theaters first, even though it is kind of a little weird to me. Because like me and you, we pretty much grew up going to theaters all the time and seeing for our movies.
Right.
But yeah, the theater chain, even though Godzilla, the King Kong was still a success, you're probably right. Even though it was a success in the box office, you're right? It's probably not gonna last. It's not gonna. You're gonna probably have those type of movies that are gonna be box office success coming out really like back to back to back. So I'm with you. It is going to start dying out, and this might do decent, but really can't see it happening for too long. I think they're all just going to start doing theatrical and streaming releases on the same day. So this one was a weird decision for me, but like you said earlier, I don't think it's going to last for long.
Well, it could go that way, but you also have to take into account the investors and the other studios that are involved with the production of movies, and
Mm,
they want their money, and they're not going to get a big payout if these big multi-million dollar projects are released on streaming the same day that they're released in theaters, which has been the
mm,
whole point behind the drama with this whole saga right here with Warner Brothers. So yeah, that's why they're kind of backpedaling on this.
mm-hmm.
So we'll just have to see how it plays out. I'm very curious to know. Um, by the way, Godzilla vs Kong was a piece of shit. Just I love it when Lord of the Rings news comes out. So Sean Astin, I'm not sure if you know who that is. Sean Astin played Samwise Gamgee, Sam, in the Lord of the Rings movies, and he asked before the production began on those films if he could play Aragorn, and Viggo Mortensen ended up playing Aragorn in the movies. Um, so the story goes that he asked the casting director if he could play um, Aragorn. Here's Aragorn, and this is Sam, so that's Sean Astin right there. Um,
Okay.
and so he quotes the way the agent and the Victoria Burrows, the casting director, were talking to me. All of a sudden, I got this sense like, wait a minute, are you pigeonholing me? Is this typecasting? Who else could I be playing? Because this Aragorn guy looks really cool. He's got a sword. Could I play Aragorn? And I remember them going, no, no, you can't. You can play Aragorn. Um, Now it's funny because he actually ended up getting one of the central characters, one of the leading characters in the trilogy. So
Mm.
it still worked out for him in the end. So yeah, it's always interesting when they reveal new information about these movies because they're so legendary. Um,
Yeah. In a
yeah,
long time as well.
yeah. When was the last time you've seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies?
Man, it's been a long time. I think it's been the last time I saw it was my first year at U.
Hmm.
I think that's the last time I watched them all together. Yeah, so it's been a long time for me. What about you?
I couldn't even tell you, man. It's been a few years.
Yeah,
It's been a few years. But I've seen all three of them in the extended cuts and everything. So
I
yeah,
haven't seen the extended cuts.
yeah, the extended cuts are amazing. Um, and I've seen them multiple times too, like over the years. So
Oh, really?
yeah, the first time was we my family rented the Fellowship of the Ring when I was a kid, and I couldn't believe how good it was. Like
Hmm.
when I first saw it. Like these movies are pretty much timeless. Moving on, next up we have Zach Avery. I have no idea who that is, but apparently he
Yeah.
was arrested for $690 million due to a
Jesus.
Hollywood Ponzi scheme, as they call it. And I was curious of what this is. Um, and a Ponzi scheme basically is someone trying to basically um, taking money that they didn't earn, fraudulent distribution, basically, and using it for other things, which is illegal. You can be arrested and charged for that, and yeah, it's crazy how much money he generated, $690 million, and the money
close to $1 billion.
Yeah, the money he put the money towards a house that included a home theater, a gym, a wine cellar, and a grand piano. None of those things are cheap, and it's not just a house; it's a mansion. So yeah, that's crazy, but he'll be going away for quite a while.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, it would be crazy if he
Oh,
got
he
off.
only got 20 years too.
Where you see that at?
That one comment the guy said he only got 20 years for it. I think. Oh, it's only worth 20 years. Damn.
Yep, it's this is why you don't do things like this. 'Cause if you don't have a backup plan, what's going to happen? Good luck, Zach Avery. We will not miss you. Oh shit, we already talked about that. They don't call it Deathloop for no reason. About to loop my ass into the same article. All right. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is getting a 4K Blu-ray release, and the only people who care are the fucking most hardcore Final Fantasy fanboys. This movie is fucking garbage, man. I hate this stupid ass movie. This movie sucks, man. I think you remember I did a review on I did a deconstructive review on Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. I think you remember that because I gave you the link for the video, right?
Yeah.
Man, I picked that entire movie apart, scene by scene.
Hey, yeah, you shitted on
it. Yeah, that's a really bad
movie. Me not want to watch the shit.
That's a really bad movie, folks. Yeah, I mean, I like Final Fantasy VII, the original game, and the characters and the story and all that, but nah, fuck Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Fuck that shit, dude. I hate that stupid ass movie, man. I've been thinking about because, unfortunately, because of YouTube and their bullshit ass copyright policy, they blocked my goddamn video and shit. It would it would have a lot more views now if it wasn't for YouTube and their bullshit. But I might actually re-upload that and just like shave off the last part because I actually uploaded that before the Final Fantasy VII remake came out. So yeah, for anyone who's curious, if you want to see that video, I'll find a way to get it re-uploaded and shit. Even if it's just a link to a different website, I'll find a way to do it. So yeah, just let me know in the comments or whatever. Let's see what the comments are saying. Oh, did I mention that? That reminds me. Did I mention that this movie's been they released a complete version of this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they included some extra scenes to try and make the movie make more sense. And it still sucks. As if the complete version is any better than the original. They basically pulled a Snyder Cut. More nonsense from Square Enix. Moving on. Halo 3 just got a new map in the Master Chief Collection. 13 years later, after the original release, which Halo 3 came out back in 2007. And yeah, it's still getting maps 13 years later, and there's more that are coming on that are on the way. I'm actually kind of curious about this. I played the shit out of Halo, like the multiplayer and shit when I was younger. Halo 2, played that all the time locally in the neighborhood or whatever where I used to live. Had like every kid in the neighborhood or whatever played that. It was that in Gears of War. Gears of War 1. Yeah, then Halo 3 came out. I ended up playing around 930 something matches online.
Mm.
I think it's 900 something. But yeah, I had all the achievements and shit. I was just like, I couldn't get enough of it, and that's what I would do. And that's how I spent my summer. I would wake up. I would I think this was back in 2008. I would wake up literally. I would go into the next room. I would turn on my Xbox 360, and I would just play Halo 3 multiplayer all day. Go back in my room. Go to sleep. Wake up. Do it all over again. Did you play Halo 3 multiplayer?
Actually, I didn't get much into the multiplayer. I was mostly into the single player. I mean, co-op for the campaign.
Oh, okay.
I never got to play much of the multiplayer. It was actually, yeah, me and Evan, we used to do a co-op campaign a lot for Halo 3.
Okay. Yeah, I played the shit out of Halo 3 and Halo 4 multiplayer. Halo 3 in particular though, that's one of the best first person shooters like ever when it comes to like multiplayer and shit. Some of the best maps ever. I think the one that really stood out was they had this sand map where it was a huge map. It was like a big team deathmatch map, and it had like a sandstorm, and they had these crazy vehicles that you could drive in it. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, let me pull that up because I forget what the map was called. There it is, right there, Sand Trap.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a crazy ass map.
Mhm.
It was that one, and Guardian. Epitaph was pretty good too, but yeah, Sandtrap and Guardian. Those maps were fucking crazy, man. Those are the best maps from that game. It's crazy they keep adding maps to this.
Kind of crazy. So I'm guessing they finally fixed the Master Chief Collection. I remember the last time I had it, like shit was broken, didn't work for me at all. I think a lot of people were complaining about it. Guess
Yeah,
they got all
and
under control now.
initially, yeah, but they fixed that shit years ago.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, man, Halo 3 keeps going strong. Hopefully, it never dies. So moving on, Sylvester Stallone, famous for playing Rocky Balboa in the Rocky movies and John Rambo in the Rambo movies. He is finally out for good. He basically pulled himself out of Creed 3, said he was done, and so that's probably it. Well, not probably. That is it for the Rocky Balboa character. Stallone will not be returning. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I can't even remember the when the original Rocky came out, like what year that was, but they went on to make like fucking 5 or 6 movies or some shit.
That's crazy.
And this is before the Creed films even start. It's an end of an era, basically. Have you ever seen the Rocky movies?
Nah, man, I've never seen any of the Rocky movies. I've always heard just a lot about them, though. Are all of them real good, or is it
I think I think
this?
I think they're all pretty good. Yeah. Rambo's a bit different. I think everyone likes Rambo until the last one, really. Well, critics hated the last Rambo, but fans apparently loved it. So I don't know. The first two Creeds were pretty good. Specifically, the first one. The second one wasn't as strong, but I'll watch the third one when it comes out. Next up, some fool at Disney Resort was arrested after refusing a temperature check.
Jesus.
It's funny because I was reading through this, and it seemed like what happened was, oh, and the fool's name is Kelly Sills. he declined a temperature check, and then when they said, "Oh, okay, we'll just arrest you," then he tried to do a 360 and say, "Oh, can I'll take it now." He's like, well, yeah, they'll do that in jail. Yeah, right here. Will you take my temperature before you kick me out, please? And then the deputy responded, "They'll do that in jail, sir." And then his response was, "Well, that's good." Oh. And then what the crazy part is, this man spent $15,000 on the vacation.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then they tried to charge him with misdemeanor trespassing charges. Shit, it ain't worth it, man. I even had at my job, there's a guy who he's a married guy, and his wife or whatever is apparently pregnant, or she's going to be pregnant, and he doesn't want to go and get the vaccine for COVID-19. He wants to wait. And then there's another one who claims that the apparently the vaccine's not FDA approved, so he doesn't fully trust it. And it's like, I kind of get it, but then I kind of don't get it. The vaccine is readily available, um, and because it's readily available, you would think that people would, should want to go and get it, um, and free themselves from, potentially contracting COVID-19 or many of the different variants of COVID-19 that have started to spread recently. I'm not sure if you've heard anything about that.
Yeah, I heard about the variants
Ye-
spreading.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's free. If something's free and it's something that's supposed to help you, why would you not get it?
Hmm.
Makes no sense. But people are going to do what people want to do.
Right.
So next up we have some more news with the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Less than half of the people that started the movie didn't finish it. This is this is not this is not surprising. It's a 4-hour movie, and it's crazy to me that they thought they were going to release a cut of a 4-hour movie. I guess they expected, hey, people are going to watch this and it's going to be great. And it's like, no, because in order to watch it legally in the first place, you have to pay for HBO Max. So they already like limited their viewership doing that. But beyond that, it's like it's a 4-hour movie. Of course, not too many people are going to finish it. I believe the data was only 36% in the U.S. Yeah, here it is. Only 36% in the U.S. Finished it, and 48%, slightly higher, in the U.K. Um, and this is out of 2.2 million households. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I sat and I watched it from start to finish. Um, Basically, it was boring as hell after the first hour and a half. So, and the first hour and a half wasn't great either. So, it's not like it was like extremely good at any point in time. It was far better than the theatrical version, but the theatrical version sucked ass too. So it's not like it was a big feat to pull out a better film than that. Um, what are your thoughts on this news, Mike?
I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, the dude lost his fucking mind making this shit 4 hours. I'm like, I definitely couldn't sit through a fucking 4-hour movie. And especially with all that fucking CGI mess we saw in the trailers, that just be unbearable for me. I have no idea how you were able to do it. Did you even fall asleep at all when you were watching it?
No, I mean, there was one scene that I actually really enjoyed, and it was the underground tunnel fight or whatever. That is so
Mm.
much better than the original version, and it felt like I was actually watching like a Justice League TV show, when they were all together and they were fighting together and shit. But after that,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't last, and it just goes back to the same bullshit. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's not really surprising to me. Like a fucking 4 hour movie, no way in hell I can make it through that.
Um, yeah, man, it's just there was a lot of different things that was wrong with the Snyder Cut. The length isn't even the real problem. Just so many different issues. Too much focus on Cyborg for some reason. Um, he really like goes into Cyborg's backstory, and it's like Cyborg's not even like a major character, so it's like who cares? Um, and then like the overuse of slow motion and shit. Um, People just like characters just randomly singing out, it just out of nowhere, like literally. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Um, and then Aquaman, they kind of ruined the Aquaman movie too, because there are certain scenes between Aquaman and Mira that don't make any sense. And it's like, I was wondering, wait, did this movie take place after Aquaman or before Aquaman? It just, I'm not like, I don't even know where it belongs in the DCEU, and now I don't even know which version is actually canon. Is it the Snyder cut or is it the fucking shit theatrical version? You know, I don't know like what to believe anymore. Anyway, it was some bullshit. It was garbage. It's no surprise that people tuned out. Is it if this was a Marvel film or whatever, you damn better believe people would have sat through that. Yeah, it's over. Um, I'm not gonna watch it again. Finally, I was not going to cover this until I heard the theme song. This theme song is so fucking bad. They butchered this fucking theme song for Mortal Kombat, for this upcoming movie. Now you're aware of the theme song for Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah.
So this is what they've done with the
So a
new
couple
version
reasons why
or
I love
whatever.
HelloFresh is number one, it is so convenient. Everything
Damn.
is prepackaged.
You really messed it up that bad?
Oh, listen for yourself. That is fucking
Did they
terrible.
did they pay for all those lights? Cause that's crazy to me.
Why would you make a fucking techno version of fucking Mortal Kombat theme?
Oh man.
It seems like it's fan made, but they're actually using this for the movie.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm like, man, this shit doesn't even sound like some official shit. It just sounds like some fan made shit. Cheap fan made shit. Oh my goodness. This is so cheesy. That is so cheesy.
This movie's gonna be some bullshit, man. This movie's gonna be some bullshit.
Thought that was a good idea. Like,
I is this Warner Brothers? Yeah, this is Warner Brothers. So
damn.
it's coming to this is coming to streaming. So yeah, I don't even have to go to the theater to see this one. Same day it's coming
Man,
out. Same day it's coming out. I'll be downloading this.
Oh man.
I can't believe people actually like this shit. It sounds like music from the club. I guess Sub-Zero and Scorpion they're gonna be dancing in the movie. They're gonna have a dance off.
It makes no sense at all.
Shit is fucking terrible. Anyway, yeah, that was the entertainment news for the week. What was your favorite article?
Mm, I think my favorite article probably was hmm, uh actually not too sure. I guess it had to be the dude that got arrested for that dumbass shit. I wanted to get his temperature taken.
Yeah, I'll just go with that one too. Fuck it, fuck it. Yeah, it was a bunch of nonsense this week in entertainment news. Nothing really interesting, or nothing really good either. DMX died. You have another fucking version of bullshit ass Advent Children movie being released. Fucking butchered goddamn Mortal Kombat theme song. Uh, Fucking remake that no one asked for. just just a bullshit ass week, dude. All the way around.
You weren't lying.
Oh man. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, we'll return next week. That's it. That's all we got, folks.
Yeah, you guys have a good one.
Yeah.